I'm all connected. Just go into here. There I am. Hey, morning everyone. There you all are. Oh, hey Kay, Sarah, Claire, Alison, Laura, Donna, Jeanette, Linda, Wendy, Mother Lynette. Hope you're all well. Hey Jenny, Karen, Deborah, Joe, Shaz. Morning everyone. Right, let me just drop in today's link. Hopefully this is updated. Hope you're all good. Oh, wrong one. New channel. On the wrong one. Morning. Hey Benita, Joyce, Alexandra, Pippa, Avril. Hey everyone. Right, there we go. Just dropping in the link for this one, but you can then go and look at all the other bits of people catching up on this. But this is only $9.99. You might still be able to use my Sam 10 code as well. So £9, thereabouts. Pin. Right, there we go. Yeah, I think my code Sam 10 is still working. And the 2 or more on the new sets, oh, actually I need to grab that. That's still running the 15, Sam 15. Just grab those out. Garden. That's the one we're using today. So we've got a nice little mix and match today. Hope everybody is good. Just had my breakfast now, having a latte and waiting for the gardener. Nice. Bring that around there so you can see a bit better. I need to move. I'm going to have a little jig of this desk next week. Ooh, I did mention it on Wednesday, but today will be my last live and then I'm off for a week. So, and then we're back and I've got launch at the end of the following week. So I'm going to have a nice break. Where are we? I used Sam 10 yesterday for pattern papers and cardstock. There you go. I just had my breakfast now, having a latte. I don't know. Morning, Maria. Popped in for a few minutes, taking my mum shopping. No problem. Enjoy your day. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Julie. Elizabeth. Debbie. Wendy. Carolyn. I'm sure I've missed a few. Sorry if I have. Morning, Sharon. So yeah, off the back of Wednesday's live, who mentioned, was it Winnie? Winnie? I want to say Winnie or Wendy. Was it Wendy? Did you say Wendy? Someone said about doing a wheelbarrow of pumpkins. So I thought, what a nice mix and match. Now I've had a little play around, just like laying it down on this die, and I think it's going to work. The idea is I'm going to pop this, well, not even, all I'm really wanting from this part is, one from before, save that for later, is I want to have it this way, but I think I'm going to add it to a Slimline card, and the idea is we're going to have, look at that, let's grab, what wheelbarrows have we got? We've got that one. Colours. Oh, we got the green. I think I used all the red. Red with the orange pumpkins would look good for Halloween or autumn. The idea is, because I need it on a slim line because of the length of this, I want to connect that end, and then you will pull it along the card with all the pumpkins on. So that is the plan. That's where we're going to go with this. Morning, Lynn. Morning, Sarah. Hazel, I'm so bad with names. Is Hazel in the chat? Then she might not be here yet. And then we might use a few of these other little bits as well. I mean, the picket fence would actually look good in the background, but I would just want a strip, this to be a strip just along. If you remember the Peanuts card I did for one of the Peanuts launches with the baseball, and I had Snoopy on his bike, and I used this. So it's that kind of thing. But this is going to be along the bottom, and then we can have like the grass and stuff. Should work quite well. We're doing inky background again, and then I'm going to fill it with the pumpkins from this set. So we'll probably use this one and the little one. Probably use those two, and maybe a couple of little leaves as well. We should have a toadstool somewhere as well, but that's the plan. Wendy likes the plan. You join me in the bath this morning as I have plans for later, trying to fit stuff in and join in. Enjoy your bath. Oh, we have to get Colin in somewhere as well, won't we, really? So yeah, so that's what we're going to do with this. So I think first of all, I think I need to cut this piece with some white card, and then we can obviously ink it up and do what we need to do. I got this garden set this week and I've been busy building up all the pieces. Yeah, it's worth doing, just spending, you know, like a day or so, just building everything up. And then you've got, like I said, I didn't have to, it's so much nicer now when I do these lives, because we can spend more time doing the inky backgrounds and adding lots of detail, because I've already done all of this. So it's nice to have it all ready. Right, let's see. So we'll leave those there. In there, because I don't need those ones for now. Oh, actually, yeah, I've got some of these ones left over, so we can finish colouring those in, because I needed to add a bit more shading onto there. Oh, let me just have this. I already had one this morning, but that was about 3 hours ago now. Colin on top of the pumpkins, yeah. Put Colin on the acetate and have him follow the wheelbarrow. Yeah, it's a cute idea. Well, no, we'll be in front, because the last part of the acetate needs to be on the front of that, so I've got the most of it, you know, as much of it coming along the card. I haven't got this set, but to use the pumpkins from Halloween set and some of the garden. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, there's plenty of other spooky themed things that you can use. The dyes in the Halloween collections will be perfect. So yeah, that's the nice thing. We've got such a nice catalogue now of old and new. There should be something for everybody. So really, I'm not worried about this fitting on here. I just need this bit. And then I'm wondering, actually, if I do a partial die cut, if I go for a bit of a longer, because I want this to go on a DL. That's 8 and a, yeah. So I'm going to butt this end up to that end, but I don't want this end to cut because I need that length, so I'm just going to partial cut. So with partial die cutting, anything that is between the plates will cut. So all I want is up to there. Doesn't matter about the size because I'm trimming it all down. I just need the workings. So now it's not cut the end, so now I can extend that to go on a DL. So we've got the length. My son brought me some hoo is it, Marcus, for my birthday? Oh, I need to put that handle on. I lost the screw in the pile of all that stuff. I've got one, I've got plenty, I just have to screw it in. My son brought me some, Marcus is going to go later, making some bits up. Really need to make a start on my Christmas cards. Yeah, you want to do it. You do, because there's nothing worse than stressing about in December and then having to make that dreaded step into a card shop and buy some, which I know some people have had to do before. You know, we've got all these lovely supplies, and I think just with a little bit of pre-planning. I was never ever part of the Christmas in July, even in the early days of Made to Surprise. I was like, no, but for me, myself, with the amount of cards that I send out now, it's actually a blessing. So yeah, and if you do craft fairs and stuff, I totally get it. So Colin on the wheelbarrow handle, yeah, that'd be cute. Right, I've done that one. Love the idea. Hey, thank you, Benita. Yep, I made that mistake last year, and my mum's done it as well. And you kick yourself, don't you? Because it's like, I can make this, and I would have rather given someone a beautiful handmade card. So yeah, I'm fortunate. Obviously, I do the launches, so I've got, you know, me and Gemma always try and do 6 samples each. So I had there, and then I always do a few during the lives. I've done a few extras anyway for YouTube, and then next month, or the end of week after next, I've got my other Christmas launch. So I've got to do another 6 plus then the demos and then the YouTube video. So I'll have probably about another 10 Christmas cards there, and then I'll make them throughout. Probably I usually start my Christmas cards or like Christmas 3D makes and all that kind of stuff on YouTube around November time. So, but I want to get all my cards posted ready for the first week of December. So, because I was a bit late again sending them. That was the thing I'd done. I had them all, but then I was late sending them. So I want to make sure that even those overseas get them and enjoy them in the month that we intend them to be made and used and enjoyed. So yeah, just a bit of pre-planning. Right, so I want this to be a matte layer in terms of the length. The width I'm going to trim down and blend it into the background. So what is it, 8 1/4 is a slimline. So but it's going to be a matte layer. So if I do this to 8, and then I just want it as thin as possible really, so I'm going to do working either side of the cuts there, as long as I've got enough to get some foam behind it. So if I trim that way, why is that crooked? How is that? Oh, right, let's use the triviality. What happened there? That end's not completely straight. What end is straight? Right, let's start with this one. Right. Start again. Okay. And then let's do, once I've got an equal amount, I'll give you the width in a minute. This can be anything you want, by the way. It can be, you know, you can cover the whole thing, but I need this towards the bottom, so it's just a bit easier doing it this way. It's going to be disguised anyway, or blended in at least. There, yeah, it's about middle. Okay, so we'll ink that up with all the other bits. Yeah, have to post them by the 1st. Maybe we should do like a countdown. There's some cool things you can do now. I could have like a live countdown on my Facebook, like sending on Christmas cards. And maybe like little things like every time I'm live, even though you might not make what I'm making and craft along with me, why don't you make a Christmas card with, you know, whilst I'm playing in the background, you know? Just give yourself like little, if you're just sitting there with your coffee, as lovely as that is, but think, right, actually, no, I'm going to make a card. Way posters now, I think I may make postcards for Christmas 2026. I know, Sharon's mad, isn't it? Right, and then let's trim that piece down. That can be my matte layer as well, because these are going to be inked up, so that can be 8 by, it'll be it's 4 1/8, so it'll be 3 7/8. Yeah. And then let me grab my card. I'm going to go through all these measurements again in a minute, because I know some of you do like to go back and watch these and recreate similar. So this is A4, which is 8 1/4 wide, so I want to cut 8 1/4 this way, and then you score at 4 1/8. That's your half. I hate that, it always falls out, that scoring one. So that is our slimline, and then this now is 3 7/8 by 8, and you'll see that it fits perfectly on top, like so. So we'll get our white border once this piece is inked up, and then this is going to go along the bottom, and it will be, yeah, that way, because the pull tab will be in there. Which one at the minute? I might have to move that down. No, I think that's going to have to go. This is the thing, it's going to be, I almost want it even longer. Unless I don't use that. No, but then that wouldn't work. What we could do, I have another idea, is don't use that slot. If I go in underneath and have a piece sticking out from here, and then it can pull it. from there. So how far along? Because then that could pull it all the way along there, which is fun. So maybe that's what we do instead. Otherwise you're only gonna, it's got to sit within the card. And if I stick that to there, you're only going to be able to pull it to there, which isn't bad either, to be fair. Just see. My mum's got them, Tracy. The triple tie's giving it a different look though, and this is the style I've had in my head because I want to do a nice little scene, and then we're going to have like the grass and stuff. But yeah, you've got the triple tier. You could certainly adapt it to do something like this. Yeah, as long as nothing catches, which it won't be better having it that way actually. And lift that up. Yeah, I think we're okay. Right, what are we going to ink it up with? What colours? Because this is going to have orange pumpkins, or no, red, isn't it? Because we're going to have probably greens in the background. So we're going to have red with orange pumpkins, and then we do a greeny bottom for the grass, because that was, what did we use in that one? This is the one we made on Wednesday, which I love. That was nice. Maybe we do that greeny. What about that green and orange and miss the pink, because that'll tie in. We'll do green, red and orange, or green, orange and red to pull in that. Maybe we'll do that, green, orange and red. I think that'd be nice. Right. Oh, didn't clean that from last time. Okay, let's put this away. Yeah, you can use magnets, but I want to use the die set. I don't really want to add bits to it. I want to show people that they can just use that set. And I'm always a bit dubious with magnets on cards. Obviously, just make sure you're giving them to the right people. But posting them, and children and people got metal in their bodies and stuff. I don't know. I haven't used them for a long time. So, but if you're just making it for yourself, or you know who you're giving it to and you're not posting it, then I think magnets are great. I use them more on gift bags and stuff, like closures and stuff like that. Yeah, because we have like that orangey red sky, which I think will look good. Yeah, so that will have a little bit of probably orange just touching the back. We'll do that one first. So let's do lumberjack plaid. I think that's quite a good match for that. So we'll do lumberjack plaid, carved pumpkin, because you've got to have carved pumpkin, and then I don't want to go too dark. Rustic wilderness. I think that will go in nice with that lighter grass in front of it, which will work quite well. I think we'll do that. So that one, and okay, and then I'm going to get the spritzes were over here as well. So spiced marmalade, got their barn door. I think we'll do lumberjack, fired brick, and then for that one probably got, oh, that's hickory smoke. Where is it? I've got that exact one. Yeah, rustic wilderness. There we go. Morning, Jean. Just waiting to be discharged after my foot operation yesterday. 6 to 8 weeks off. So should have a bit of time for crowd. Get your Christmas cards done, Nicola. That's if you make them. I'm just assuming, by the way. Not everybody obviously may even celebrate. But yeah, if you need to, then you've got a nice chunk of time there. Yeah, they will. They'll be fine, Lynn. Once it's all blended anyway, it's not going to be that orange. It'll be more green and red in it, I think. Right. Put this down first. Shall I come in a little bit closer? I should look at that when I do it rather than just tap that screen. There we go. A little bit closer. Bring the lamps a bit over. There we go. Right. Again, if you've never done this before, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you're going to be adding water and spritzes and stuff to it, it will soon all blend. Love your last video on your garden on Instagram. Thank you. I'm looking forward to getting a bit more work done on that next week. This weekend, it's not meant to be too bad either. I think the weather's on my side anyway. Hey Rachel. Bit more. You're not going to see a lot of this green here because that strip's going to go over the top, but I just want to be able to get a good blend. That'll do for the minute. That's the one probably main re-inker I need to get is for that one because I do use it a lot, and the mowed lawn. I spent hours paper. I spent hours paper till 1 AM. What did you do with paper? What did you do with the paper to spend hours with it? Paper piecing? Is that what you did? We had thunder, lightning and torrential rain this time. Oh really? No, we had rain, we had some downpours. But nothing, no thunder or anything like that. If we did, I didn't hear anything here anyway. Paper piecing. I thought it might have been piecing. Gosh, 1 AM. You were in it then. I've done a couple of late ones before, a long time ago. Not so much now. It's my job because I do try and make sure, as much as I love doing this, that I keep it within sensible hours. But I have before when you just get completely lost in it. I love that. It's 3:23 AM here, and my husband is on a call as he does air conditioning work. The dispatchers aren't supposed to push calls through before 7 AM. Now that his phone went off, I'm watching. That's it then, you're up now, aren't you? Oh. This is giving me a flag. What flag is this? I'm getting a flag colour. Somewhere in South America. Kind of Italian, but not. Let me know. Or is it an African state? I don't know. I'm getting a flag from this. Jamaica! Definitely getting flag vibes. A nice blend there. That's nice, but this is dry. The one thing, these work great, these ink pads, when they're nice and juicy. When they start to dry, it's harder work, so try and get as much on there as possible. This will muddy a little bit, so I don't want to spend too much time. I just want to get a bit of colour. Not much left in this one at all. It's giving me a bit of a, what's the other colour? Forest moss, so that's okay. I'll go over it with the orange again in a minute. So you're not going to see a lot of this anyway. And you could do this on any size card. I just wanted the length, but you could definitely add this to like a big 8x8 Would look nice if you want to have more space above. I could easily still adapt and have my sentiment maybe as like a rainbow quite high up. I could put it into could do a C6, a 6x8. Maybe we'll do that, because I am thinking now I might struggle with the sentiment a little bit. But we could do something that is on acetate and then have one of my big words just on the acetate. I think that would work quite nice actually. Give it a different look. Nice, aren't they? Really nice. So I'm just going to spritz that one and then I'll do that strip. Actually, no, I should probably do it now whilst I've got the green. How much is it going to... Yeah, it's just a little bit of the orange really. Kissing the top. Just add that there. I'm going to lift this up on some foam so you'll see a little bit of the green underneath. To really grip it with. I might just put a little bit of tape. I'm going to just put some double-sided tape on there because it's too hard for me to hold it. And just stick this down. Just a little bit. And this would just come off with a bit of rubbing alcohol. If you've got any sticky residue or anything. I picked up that crappy tape. Just wanted to put it in place. I'm doing well, it's the pop-up mechanism, but it's actually more of a slider really because of the orientation. But we're going to have a wheelbarrow of pumpkins as suggested by Hazel, who was in the chat on Wednesday's live. So if you've ever got, I mean, I've taken a lot of your suggestions before, but if anybody ever has ideas on what they want me to do, maybe on a Wednesday, you can suggest. It helps me then. So obviously I go, quite early on a Friday morning live. And if I'm caught up doing other bits for work on a Thursday, sometimes I've walked in here like half an hour before I'm going live, like, I don't know what to do. So it's quite nice to have a bit of an idea. Hey Pauline. That's pretty good. A bit more darker in that corner. Okay. Yeah, happy with that. Right, let's spritz these up. Let's do the water first. Do these together. Oh, that's a nice idea. Yeah, if you want to do a Christmas with Santa. Yeah, that would be really cool. And you can skip this part. I just love the faux bleaching. Oh, I just think it looks awesome. I mean, if you're into your mixed media, that's pretty cool there as well. But yeah, you can skip this part. It is nice, Laura. Yeah, from having a commute to this kind of job, right? Yeah, I love it. And I do sometimes just come in and got my pyjamas on. I am fully dressed today, most days as well. But yeah, occasionally. And do you know what? I've never had a sick day as well, because I think you'll get what I'm saying. But like when I would have to commute, or just if you had to just drive or get on a bus or anything, and if you woke up and you had a really bad cold and flu-y, just doing that activity of getting up, dressed, walking to a bus stop or getting in a car and concentrating, that's a lot of what you can't do, and that's why you're called in sick as well, plus you feel crap. But for me, even when I've had a bit of a cold and cough, probably shouldn't have, and sometimes because I'm entitled to sick pay, but I've just grabbed my laptop and sat in bed and got a lot of work done, editing and designing. So yeah, although I felt rubbish occasionally, I've never actually had to, I might have cancelled a live or but it's, yeah. Try and take this off now. No, because it's wet. Oh, poop. Oh, I think I've done a rookie error here. I might have to stick this onto another piece of card. Oh no. Can I save it? Oh, I think I can save it. I've got a bit of rip there, but if I put that onto another piece of card once it's dry, which I'll probably need to do anyway because it's going to warp when I dry it. So I think we're okay. It still feels alright. So yeah, don't. This is just rubbing alcohol. Don't maybe peel it off as quick as I did. Just let that soak and it'll take that off. It's not a very nice tape, that one. Probably should have used a low tack, to be honest. It just comes, it just dissolves all the stickiness. I love this stuff. You can leave it to set a bit longer and it'll just completely dissolve it, but it will help it along just to speed it up. Spritz. I'll do this one first. Yeah, I still haven't got a grippy mat. Remember, Lou always had one. I need to get one. Definitely. I mean, it's not often I do that, but I do. I think this kind of stuff I probably used it quite a bit, although I do like the glass mat for doing all this. But we'll see. Let's use that side. It doesn't matter if it goes into other spaces, other parts of the colour and stuff. The slipper commute, it just seemed like the, yeah. Not moving the mic on this one. That's better. Otherwise you're just spraying a load of, alcohol onto your card and not the colour. Thanks, Dee. Nice. Slide that over there. Really a lot of orange on this. Oh, wrong side. Okay. Oh, that's alright, it's got a bit of shine to it. And look, these are all the ones ready for my YouTube. Excuse me. How cool. How they look against that. I'm not using these on today's, but what a lovely background for those. That will go for YouTube. Right, now I'm going to pop the heat gun on. So as I always say, if you've got your headphones on, you might want to turn them down. Ready? Yeah, I think the red wheelbarrow is going to look quite nice. Tidy that up in a minute. There's our pumpkin patch. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Happy with that? Let's get all the mess cleared up. Because my craft room is so tiny right now. All I've got to do is film a couple of tutorials and edit, and that is then me done for the week. Because that's one thing, I can't have this room messy and walk past it every day, or have to come in here and tidy it on my week off. No. Right, so that one, oh yeah, I think I've done pretty well lining that up. Although we're going to have to do that, trim it again anyway. So you're not going to see too much. I could have some of that popping out from under there as well. I could have some grass there and on the front, so that the wheelbarrow is literally like in between my ink. The ends of those are a little bit darker. So let's cut some more grass. Kind of need to lay everything out and plan it first, because it's a really easy one to put together. So put that one and do some different colours. Just that one there. Get it on that one. Just. Morning, everyone. Chew, excuse me. Gosh. Something set me off. Cut sure that nothing catches it from inside. I might have to go in front of that as well, actually, because that will not work. I'm wondering now whether I should have done that all green. I could put, no, that wouldn't work, because that's got to be lifted. Only because now the way I've done this, I wonder whether I just redo that base piece, because I just think it might look better with all the green. What do we think? I don't know. Do you want me to stay this zoomed in, or should I do it zoom back out again? Stagger the brass as well, so it's all a little bit different, like the shards. Just don't know if I like that that straight orange. I think we need it different. I can't turn it upside down because then the pull tabs will be that end, because they're already, the two little slots are in that end there. I think we just because I won't stick these front ones down to I think I redo that piece. It just looks a bit, I love the way it's all going to look, but I just don't think that you know, piece there does work. You need that green. Yeah, let's just redo this piece. It won't take me long to do. Let's take that one again. So again, I'm just butting it up to the edge, because it's the length that I need. So as long as that's 8, is that the right 8? Yeah, that's fine. And then you're just going to partial cut just what's between. Actually, no, I can go a little bit further. Let's just do it there. So anything between the plates is what we'll cut. Oh, it's bloody gone crooked. Oh, literally just as I put it through. Oh my goodness. Right, let's try again. Is that another? That's not A4 width, I don't think. That one is. Honestly. Doesn't matter if it's crooked there, as long as it's straight on the card. Right, perfect. You could, but you're still going to get the orange coming through. I'd rather just a full green piece, so it's fine. This don't take long to do. So let's trim. Hi everyone. Good morning from Arkansas. It's 3:54 a.m. Couldn't that orange strip be the past? No, I want it to be green. But you could definitely, as I always say, have it however you want. Try and get that roughly. What size was that one? Okay, about 5. Just sit that over the top. Roughly. So have to be exact. Okay. And then this piece. Let's just sit. If I go a little bit, I'd be able to get the tape either side, the foam strips. Okay. a little bit more there. Sorry, I just need to get this, as long as I can get the foam tape either side. That's going to be enough room there. Just needs to take a little bit more. That is. That's better. Yeah, that's better. And then the grass. So yeah, I could have just done that red and orange really, that piece, but it doesn't matter. You learn these things as you go. So green. Forgot what I was doing then. It's just for like more detailed dyes. You shouldn't, they say you shouldn't keep it in there all the time, but I've had it in there for about 2 years. So yeah, it just gives you a really good cut. Cuts acetate. Yeah, I haven't had a normal base plate for years now. I'm just going to be a bit lazy because it's running out anyway. You can see how dry it is. There's not much on this. That'll do. Oh yeah, you'll notice a big difference, Wendy. Hey, Iced Images. It's really good for cutting. Yeah, just all the detail and stuff. You just find it will just cut through straight away, and it also doesn't leave cut lines. So I mean, bearing in mind, I've had that here. Oh, there's my handle. This has been my base plate for, like I said, a couple of years. There's no actual cuts in that. It's just wear. That's just a bit of sticky. I could probably give this a good wipe with some rubbing alcohol, but there is no actual cuts. Oh, hi everyone. I realise you can see me there. Yeah. So it's just wear, so it doesn't leave like horrible marks, like whereas your top plate, you know, you've got all the embossed there. And if you've got a normal base plate, you get all your cuts right from the very first cut. But yeah, they advise that you shouldn't leave it in all the time, but I've got it on my, got the chrome, and then it sticks to my magnetic base. It's not the sandwich you should do, but like I said, 2 years in, maybe even longer, it's not doing me any harm. So right, and they're not expensive. Chrome plates, I think it's about £13–14 on Amazon. That's where I got mine from. The magnetic ones are expensive, but the chrome ones aren't, unless they've gone up. But I remember when I got it and I thought, oh, that's quite cheap. Right, just gonna put the heat gun on again. You get quite a big puddle there of whatever it might be, whether it's water, you can just dab it, you know, off like so, and then just dry it. Otherwise you'll be there for ages. It's funny, I wonder what their reason was for saying not to keep it in permanently if a lot of us are doing what I've done and have not had any problems. Because if that was to break now, I wouldn't be disheartened. I'd be like, well, I've had a good run, you know, that's, you know, over 2 years, whatever. Like that's for how much I use it. So I'd be, yeah, just interested to know why it's not recommended. Maybe it's to do with the mechanism pressure or something. You know, when you test something, I can say, well, I've tested it for over 2 years now. I think you're okay. Not the PSP is something that means the BS. I don't know what that is. Is that an American thing? That's better. That's much better. Right. So let's see now how that's going to look on here. So we can get this stuck down. That can be stuck straight onto there because the strip and everything is all going to be on that. So I'm going to use my, oh, hang on a minute. If I want to do my acetate kind of, there's too many parts to build this before I can actually do it. Let me grab my, I quite like the thought of doing like a rainbow and then having the sentiment on it, or an arch. I shouldn't say rainbow, it's an arch, isn't it? Let's do, I'm going to get a circle, a couple of circle dies, and I could have welcome with my chunky alphabet. I could have welcome and then to the pumpkin patch. So this one. We could have welcome to and then the pumpkin patch just underneath. I think that would be really cool. Because lots of people go and pick their pumpkins and stuff, so I think, yeah, I'm going to do that one. Let's work out what size. So we can do 4 inches above. Made it quite wide. We need to be able to fit it all in as well. Let's see if we can get this all in. Let's do this first. Go up to that line there, which will fit in the envelope. So that E, welcome to. Oh, I think it's going to fit. Do we like that? Oh, Big Shot Plus, sorry. I was like, I don't know what that one is. Just found a compatible chrome plate and 2 cutting plates on Amazon, $12.99. There we go. Yeah, do we like that? Welcome to, and then we'll have the pumpkin patch. Let me just bring you back out a little bit because it is quite close. There we go. Right, so I need a bigger circle again. I think that one will work. I'll go for that one with, if I leave that on there, with that one. Yeah, I think that will work. That fits them in the middle quite well. So that's going to be acetate so that the welcome to is all floating. Right, so I'm going to cut this one first and then I'll cut the middle bit. I think it's a bit easier that way. Where did I just put that acetate? Right, I'm going to use my Big Shots for 2 secs. And watch, this probably won't cut through now, so this is construction. It's not cut right the way through, but it's like just holding on, so you can see there, it's so easy to just, whereas if that was they don't do a chrome for the Big Shot Plus. Oh, is that what you were saying? Is that what you've all been talking about? Sorry. At least it's still neat. I don't need all of it anyway. Okay. Keep that piece. Yeah, as long as I get that in the middle, that will be good. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I think it's perfect. Could probably go down another one if I needed to, but I don't want too much acetate. Again, just run that one through. This one, I'll just start it off with my cutting knife and then I'll go in the scissors. Make sure that bit's at the bottom because it's a little bit crooked. Right, let's just make sure I've got enough again. Because they'll be a little bit smaller. The dies are always a bit bigger anyway. I think that's going to be fine. So I need a little tab, just enough, just to add my glue, tape. There we go. Right, I'm going to use red tape. Make sure it sticks down. I'll give the acetate a wipe and everything in a bit. Burnish. Okay. Yeah, so that's good, I think, because now we've just got all that space to add the, you know, wheelbarrow and everything. I don't need to worry about finding a space, you know, for the sentiment as well. Again, just line up. So that is my line for halfway, and then that line there is my 8-inch, so I know I can get it in the envelope. Make sure it's in the middle. Hoping you don't see the tape. Oh no, I think we've just got away with that. There we go. So that, yeah, it's going to look so good. Right, so let's tidy this up. The Sizzix chrome plate is 33. Chrome? Are you sure the magnet one's expensive. I think I paid like 40, but the chrome is like 13 pound. Someone mentioned it earlier. That's how much I paid. So you don't want to be paying that for a chrome plate. I don't know where you're looking, but that's extortionate if it is definitely a chrome. So it is just literally one plate. Right, green. Okay, put that away. What colour do we do the welcome? So we do gold. Put them up on some foam as well, because I think, oh, actually that's going to be, bring that down a little bit. You know, put them up on a little bit of foam. Well, who said £12 earlier? That's how much I paid for it. But like I said, it was a couple of years ago, so that's a frustrating if that's how much they put it up there. With whoever that seller is. Maybe go to the Sizzix website direct, see if they got it cheaper. And check out all your independent online craft companies as well. Just put chrome plate and click shopping on Google or whatever search engine you've got, and you might get the cheapest come up. A pair of clear cutting plates. No, I bought my clear glitter ones only a few months ago, and they were like £13 on Amazon. It's mad. So I just put a little bit of tape over the acetate just so it definitely sticks, and then I'm just using construction glue and everything else. Hey Shirley, that's all right. Back soon. I've just got to pop to the chemist. It's all right. Okay. Right. Happy with that. We'd say what colour the letters should be. Are we going to go for gold? Right, let's do that one and the pull tab. What's that? I got a pack of card in June. Let's get it again. I don't know, maybe clean or maybe clear your like memory as well. I don't know whether they shouldn't do that. That's kind of illegal to do now, isn't it? To bump up the price if you've already searched for it or something from what you paid for it before. I don't know. No, it was in my Advent day. It was in my Advent calendar last year. On Sizzix, the chrome plate. No, I can't believe these prices. I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe you. I physically, like, I can't believe those prices. What? No. Right, this is not because I don't believe you. I want to actually do a search. It should take me to the one, it should say, actually, it's, you know, you brought this whenever. And let's just see. Sorry, quick little pause for a minute. Let's just see, because that's terrible. You sit down, actually. I've been stood up for a bit. Oh. Let's see what it says. Amazon. Precision paste. So it's got the magnetic one there, 43, for your extenders. There is a company called OT Craft, and they're doing, well, it's just a metal shim, so it won't be that one. What's that one? 2 pieces cutting pads, 1 piece, that's a thin die, £10.99, £12.99. Chrome's not even coming up on my Amazon. Wafer thin, one size, stainless steel, and that's the magnet 155. Why is it not bringing up Sizzix Chrome? It's not even giving me a seller. Oh, there we go. What's that one there? Chrome base plate for intricate thinlets. Oh, here we go. Purchased, yeah, this is the one. Oh my God, 31.33. That's disgusting. I purchased it September 2021. There we go. So I've actually had it nearly 4 years. I've had that sandwich. That's so bad. Shame it doesn't tell me the price that I paid, but I know it was definitely around £12, £13 because I remember it, and I've said that before in other, yeah. Oh, view order. Here we go. It does let you view it. I wonder if it'll tell me. £13.69, guys. There we go. £13.69. Actually, that's an old address anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's so bad. Before that, it was £11. Well, sorry guys. Yeah, it's shot up now, isn't it? But I mean, I shouldn't. I don't see me having to replace it. In all fairness, so. It was £14 October, yeah, so they probably put it up a little bit maybe because they thought a little bit of a spike in sales possibly, but that's a shame. That's a real shame. Right, so we're going to slide this one through here. In fact, I need to cut 2 of those and stick them together. I mean, you know, if you're starting off and you've never paid anything different for it, £33, you know, if I paid 33 4 years ago, would I be grumbling? Probably not, in all fairness, but it's just the fact that it was once that cheap, you know. So, but if Sizzix are selling it, at least it's still cheaper on Amazon. Sizzix was selling it for how much, someone said? So I wonder why they're selling it for so much more than, you must get more with that surely. Are they offering multiple things? Because Sizzix are pretty good. I wouldn't have thought they'd just sell that knowing that you can get it on Amazon. Hey Simone, we're just all in shock of how much a chrome base plate has gone up in 4 years. There's me. God, shows how bad time is for me. I thought it was only 2 years ago. It's double. I brought it back in 2022 and paid 20. Yeah, see, it's slowly, all these prices now slowly creeping up. So that will eventually get nice and strong. And then I'm just going to open up, because I've spritzed it and added all the water and stuff. Just give that a little open. In that one, and then out that one. You just want to make sure I've got room. I've got our foam tape just running down each side there. Paid for. You're all looking now. Makes me laugh. So that's how it's going to be there. So I just need to work out. I should do that in green really, shouldn't I? Because you're going to see. Oh no, it was going to be acetate, wasn't it? Yeah, it needs to be acetate. Should get there in a minute. Did I put that acetate back? I did. Oh my goodness. I need a stronger piece actually of scrap. Let me just check. Wendy, was it you that started this off? Yeah. It's Wendy's fault. Trying to see if I've got a nice strong piece. It's not long enough. all these really strong pieces. This is the 12 by 12 Paper Mania. It's so strong, but all too short. It's just a little bit easier. Still good, but you usually want to double up your pull just so it doesn't buckle when you go and push it back in. Oh, what's that piece? Yes, that will just fit. Sorry, I know you can't see anything there. At least I've only got to colour in some pumpkins, so and cut the letters, so it won't take too long. Okay, €32 in 2022. Amazon France is so expensive. Yep, I bought my 38 September 2020. Oh dear. It's good though that it tells you that, and it tells you the original price. I never know that, so that's something I've learnt today. Oh, have you got it, Simone? Oh, I enjoy using it. Right, so you can see with the chrome plate that's cut right through that, whereas with the big shot, the normal plates, it didn't. Right. I feel like I should be working for Sizzix today. Okay. Right, that's better. We're getting there, guys. So I just need a little tape. I could cut the, it's only that, I could trim that even to like there, couldn't I? And then you'll have even more. And if I don't stick that wheel down, if I just stick it down just by that piece there, it means I'll be able to pull it all the way across to about there. So I think if I trim it and just add a little handle with some more red or brown card, I think that's quite fun. And then you're going to have welcome to the pumpkin patch. And then I can stick all the grass down once I've got this. So I think I'll just put a little bit thinnest red tape, and then I'll put foam just behind there. Yeah, gold, I think so, yeah. So where did I say? Just a little bit. Give it a good burnish, and that will stay on there because the red tape's so strong. It's always handy to have the thinnest one you can get for, you know, little detail areas. Just make sure none of that tape's overhanging. I'll just pretend that's stuck down. Yeah, that's good. So I could trim it to there. I might bend it a little bit so it's a bit more tilted. So we can reposition that in a minute, but I think that's still going to work. So you need to keep it all in the envelope. Once that card's down, that won't do that. So now we can ink up some of the grass. We have it in front. So I can't really, I guess I've got to be careful. Could have it in front and just tape it along the bottom. It's when it goes back, it would catch. It's alright because we know what to do with it, but if a recipient gets it, I always then worry that they'll be like, oh, so it sticks a bit. What do we think? Do you think we should do it behind? Maybe I just lift it. I also lift it up with a little thin piece of foam under there as well. It would probably work. To be fair, it's only going to probably go to my nan or my mum, or, you know what I mean, someone I'm going to see anyway, or one of you guys. So you'll know what to do. We'll do it in front. We'll do one in front and one in the back. So I need, what I'm going to do for this one is use, I've got any of that left. No. I might have to stick it on the back of, I want some, I've got no greaseproof paper left, so what I'm going to do is another tip is take some double-sided tape, because I want dimension, stick that down on there, and then I'm going to stick my foam tape on top of this because it'll be a release paper, so I can stick it on there and I can peel that back off, but I want to be able to cut down there to make it thinner. Usually I would use a greaseproof paper. I don't have any. So I can use these strips as well now for behind here. Let's pick that one off. So make sure whatever you're adding onto here, either side doesn't touch the mechanism. And then I can stick some of the grass onto that, just add a thicker layer in there. So that's all ready to stick down. Yeah, I'll put a little bit of the grass behind that bit, and then let's add another piece. Oh. It doesn't ruin your scissors either when you cut your sticky stuff like this. Okay. So ink up. I'm not going to use that one because I've backed that with white card because it's quite thick. Oh, do we want to add? Got to add a little fence as well, so we can have some little pumpkins behind that. So there's a lot of forward thinking with this. I can hear somebody just stirring. He's going to want to come say hi in a minute. Here he comes. Here comes Mr. M. How long he's been asleep since he went out? It's like 3 hours. Hello. Good morning. I've already done half a day's work. What time do you call this? Yeah, definitely need the fence. This is starting to look really cute. Back the grass with the strip of clear acetate. Back the grass with a strip of clear. Oh, I see what you mean. So it doesn't catch. Yeah, I think the foam's going to be alright, but yeah, you could definitely do that. So I need to stick them down. I'll put one in the middle. Might be a little bit over the 2 hours today, guys. Probably more to about. I've probably got about another hour's worth on this card because I've got to colour the pumpkins and cut them out. Imagine if I had to die cut everything as well. Over the wheelbarrows and all the extras. As long as I've got space for the pumpkin patch that I'm going to stamp, I'll stamp that in black because that'll stand out quite nicely. Go up to that one. Did anybody else say to the dogs this morning I was having my coffee in bed, and he gets up, he kind of not barks, but I can hear him. He's at the bottom of the stairs and he like wakes me up when my alarm goes off. So I go downstairs, let him out, get a coffee, and we usually it's about 6 o'clock. And then we sit there for a bit, and he like looks at me, and I talk to him. I sit there and go, so what are you going to do today? What are you going to do? You're going to go out to the shops? Going to make new friends? Anyone else? Or was that just me? And then I tell him, I go, I'm going to go live at 9 and you're going to be really good. And he's just looking at me, you know, certain words, dog's ears like perk up and stuff. And I think he's taking it all in. Or am I just mad? Probably just mad. Yeah, so that is a Beacon 3-in-1 bottle that I decant the Kalau into. I talk to my dog all the time, yeah. I mean, yeah, we talk all the time, but like in the mornings, like, how are you starting your day? Or I'll say later on, we're going to walk over and we're going to go see Nanny and Grandad and see Charlie and Tracy. I think it's sweet, isn't it? Is that straight? I think so. Just about. I think we're a bit wonky, but it's okay. I think once this is all on, and yeah, you're not gonna. Right. So if I do ink these two up, where are we again? Green again. Swipe card. If you're mad, I'll talk to my deaf cat. Oh, but she might pick up, or he might pick up little things you're saying though, or like little vibrations and stuff. I would still, 100%. 100%. I hate ignoring him, but he's gone back to bed. He would have gone back to sleep even if I'm awake. He'll have a cuddle and then he gets down and goes back anyway. So he does love, well, I think most dogs love to sleep, but Dachshunds are notoriously sleepy dogs. Must be the long body knackers them out, I guess. Hey Francis. It's only natural to talk to them, yeah. I talk to my ragdolls, and one is a real dog. They know though, don't they? And they know that you're, yeah, I know they know. Oh no, really, Lynette? That's typical, isn't it? So I think that one, and then maybe that bit there. Maybe if I do the join, I think where's best to do the join, because I could have a little pumpkin in front of that join there. Or do I just have the grass just behind that one and leave the bottom? If that's going to be just like there. What do we think? Oh no, wearing Crocs, yeah, that's not a good thing for the garden. 15 years and I'm sure he knows exactly what I'm saying. Oh, I think that's lovely, Avril. So sweet. Do we think behind, guys? Just keep it behind? I think so. I think it's just a bit, not have to worry then. Might just do a couple of pumpkins just down there and they can be up on a little bit of foam just for the, you know, the start of the wheelbarrow. I prefer the grass in front, stump behind. So I've got, so we can do both. I'm just worried it's just going to be a bit too much. Or I could put it, in front at the top. Because I can still add other things in front of here. I could do it maybe there. It has to be right at the top. What about there then? Just want a thin bead of glue. There. No, it still might count. I think it does need to go behind. I think to be on the safe side, I'm going to put it behind. But we've got so much more to decorate, so we can still, you know, yeah, it'd be good. So I'm just going to run that over the foam. There's still a little bit on there. Now I'll just add another glue just there. Actually, I can do it on over that, can't I? Take that all off. So yeah, anybody who's joined late, this die set is actually in a sale for £9.99. Plus, you can still use my code SAM10. So you can get it for £9. And there's quite a lot of different things you can do with this mechanism. You don't just have to use it how it was originally, you know, made, as this is showing here. I've got quite a few. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. I just want to reposition this. Typical, it's taking that. Just want it a little bit more down like that, so the wheel's more along the bottom. I believe it's taken an hour and a half just to get to this stage. Just shows the work and love that goes into these cards that we make. You know, if I sold this at a craft fair and someone walked past and went, I could make it myself, I think I'd have steam coming out of my ears. I'd just throw everything they need and go, go on then. Tell me how it went. Honestly. Hey Tez. What's that? Ignore my previous. Does that mean? Oh, ignore my previous question. I don't ignore. I can't see every question, Trish. And I'm trying to make a card. Does that mean your grass will move along with the wheelbarrow? No. No, nothing's going to move. We're going to fill it with pumpkins. Is this not sticking? What is going on with this? Why is none of this now sticking back down? Try again. A little bit more angled up. There we go. That's better. It's going to be overflowing with pumpkins. Right, let's get these cut and then we can stamp our pumpkins. Don't need that one. Do a little tidy up. Keep those for another time, along with all of these. Right, so we said gold, didn't we? Let's grab scraps. Where are we? You couldn't sell it at a craft fair because you'd have to sell it for £100. What's that, Tez? Got doctor's appointment tonight because I have an infection. You're really going through it at the moment, aren't you, Tez? This will make you laugh. Okay, I'm just 5 foot. I took 6 inches off my trousers. I have tried them on. If you have a waistband under my bust, they're still Simon Cowell trousers. Oh no, sorry, Sam, I didn't mean that. I meant for you to ignore me. Oh right. I thought you were like, why is she not reading my comments? Oh, it's alright, don't worry. Yeah, Laura's got issues there. I received my card, I love it. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. Right, gold. Let's do this one, and I'm going to stick the foam underneath straight away, and then they'll be cut. Yeah, that's the craft one. I'll probably be able to do that with half, I think. I'm going to stick the foam behind here, just to speed things up and not have to fuff about sticking them all on again. Like that. And then I can cut the welcome. Just a little bit quicker. Stamp the sentiment and then build up the pumpkins, because I don't want the sentiment, the pumpkin patch one, to be hidden with all of the pumpkins. Taking the release off. Right, that is already sticky. Yeah, it's already taken off the backing, but that's okay. Just keep them up this way until I need them. But make sure I get them all straight now. So do I need another O and another E, isn't it? I suggested back along, but going to suggest again, cut the letters out of a strip you coloured earlier. Strip I coloured earlier. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, nice idea, but no. You know, I've said it before, don't suggest things when I'm already either mid-in doing the other thing. Nice, but yeah, you do it. I'll keep that for another day. Right. It's funny on a lot of my YouTube videos, like, and it's all nice, this isn't a complaint, but people might say, oh, I would have done it like this or something. I think, well, it's done, I've made it. You do it that way. Or if people are like watching my DIY videos and they say, well, I would have done it this way, and I'm like, well, you do it and do it that way, but I'm done, I've moved on, that video is like 4 years old. But if you want to do it, you do it. But it is funny. Right, now let's give this a little wipe. At least you can kind of reposition these. I'm scared I'm gonna I'm just going to tap the bottom down. so I can get the spacing. Oh, too close there. So maybe I'll do the 2. Did you like that, Jeanette? Well, I thought, well, he's got a point. Fine, I said it wrong, but I thought he wasn't. Who is he? I don't know who that person is, and that's no disrespect if he watches this, but you never interact. You never comment, and if you have, like now, it's a negative because that wasn't done like, "Hi Sam," just to let you know you know there's a typo. So that's why I was a little bit like that in my response. Because I just thought I know what you were trying to get out of that. So yeah, idiot. You know, I've seen lots of things before in posts that might be a spelling mistake or something, and you can approach it in a much nicer kind of way like that. He was just wanting to just call me out for being stupid, really, I guess. But anyway. Come on, you. Last one. Don't let me down. She says she can reposition them. Is that about the same gap? We thinking that's okay? Does look good actually. I wouldn't, you know, be getting my ruler out and measuring each end. That's it. It was petty, wasn't it? Yeah. But then I am a petty person, so you got my petty response. And that's the thing, I am just petty. Like, if people are negative, I will respond. It's like a little bit of entertainment for me. Yeah, that looks so cool. Oh my god, this has turned into such a cool card. So again, thank you to Hazel, who has kind of brought this one together. Right, let's stamp the pumpkin patch part. So we're going to have pumpkin patch. It's quite small, isn't it? There's no real way of changing that. You've got this massive welcome to, and then you've got pumpkin patch. Could have been a bit bigger, couldn't it? It's a lot smaller than I thought. I don't know whether to stamp with like some alphabet in black, pumpkin patch along there. It's effective. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Carol? Okay, let's stamp out the pumpkins. Let's get a couple of these stamped. Got the toadstools there, got some leaves, and I'll do probably, well, you should have a couple of green leaves in the wheelbarrow as well. It might look better if you do, yeah. Yeah, but I don't want the same. I'd rather have a stamped. They're quite big, and I just think, look, already, you know, you're going to have these pumpkins. Like, they're going to take over that space. Some size do not know. 100%, we do not take ourselves seriously at all. I could have it. What about suspended in there? Or where did I put? Could have another semicircle with it there. I don't know now. Right, let me carry on and do this. I need to get these stamped. Let's do a little bit of shading. couple of toadstools. Probably have them just here. Cut those out. Oh, on the wheelbarrow. Pauline. That could be. But is it still too small? I like the idea. I think it's the fact it's just small. The pumpkin patch really should be such a prominent part. And if anything, the welcome to should have been smaller. Because the pumpkin patch is the theme and everything, isn't it? So I kind of don't want to get lost. I'll have to get the other alphabets out in a minute, I think. I might have to stamp. It's definitely become a group effort, this card, anyway. This is when it's all going to come together now, all these bits. I love adding all the little stamped images. Definitely cute Halloween cards, I think, this year. Especially with this stamp set. It's probably what I'll do. Most of them will be using this stamp set and some of the old bits from last time as well. Because that can still be there. Yeah, so they're cute. We could do one just stuck. Yeah, we should have three, so maybe we'll do one more. Not too small in the wheelbarrow, it's in proportion. No, it's in proportion to the wheelbarrow, but I mean as in on the card. Usually your destination sentiment, or the main part of it, so in my case pumpkin patch, should be more prominent. It's like all those big words, you know, you have your big word. Yeah, that's cool. So we've got those in place, and then stamp 3 of these. One with the smiley face, and then I think 2 of the small ones. I think that's plenty. I need to do a little arrow onto that as well. Oh, a sign with a little stick. That's a nice idea as well. Again, they're all great ideas. It's just, for me, it's the size of it. It should have been a bit bigger. I think we'll just live with it. A couple of these as well. Couple of those just in the background, because you can actually put quite a lot on that wheelbarrow. So do one, and then another one of those, another one of those. I've got those leaves already, so I'll do one more. So we've got 3 green leaves as well. And that's all easy to colour in. Okay. Don't let me forget to do it now. Colin. Should have one. Have one down here and one on the wheelbarrow, maybe. That'd be cute. Right, orange. I'm going to use a burnt orange, I think, from the Tri-Blends, which is what I used on those ones. Both running out. I'll add in all the highlights later. Got another one again. Burnt. What's that one there? What's the other end look like? What colour? No. Keep dodging between the two. The mid ones are okay, the middle colours. It's always the first of the lightest ones to go. Could you cut the pumpkin and stick it over the word pumpkin so you have the words? I think I get what you mean. Put it on the sign. I like the idea of a sign. I don't know. Not too worried about the edges. Again, I can go over all that with the gel pen. These blends, you know, the brushes on these are so frayed now. Although the bottom one, this one's lovely. How about a swing under the welcome? Yeah, it's just adding a little hole though. Stuck the letters down. Don't really want to overcomplicate it. Sure does look gone really quiet. Sorry guys. I'm going to have to throw these, I think. I think I've just got to take the plunge and throw them when they're like this now, because I can't replace it. It's frustrating to use and it encourages me to look for others. They look good though. I'm going to miss these because I love them. So gutted they won't do them. Right, green. Let's do light green. One of my favourites. Yeah, completely gone. Let's do even the mid. That's not too bad. No, we can live with the mid one. Actually, what I need to do, I wonder if I can get rid of, yeah, maybe I'll just start shrinking them until I've got nothing left. So they're okay, but they've gone. So there we go, we've thrown them away, they've gone. And I'll do that with the green. I'll just have a load of little ones left. Because that's still a nice little blend with the two colours, you know? So I think we'll do that. I was going to say, I don't think we can say midget anymore, can we? Midget pens, little dwarf pens. I don't know if we can say dwarf now either, can we? They got rid of that in Snow White. This is no disrespect, I'm genuinely asking the question, I don't know. But I know things like that we don't say anymore. Little pens. We've got our little pens now. Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice. I'd just rather find a really good, like, we call them white label. So it's like the trimmers and stuff, like We Do It, Hunky Dory, We Are Memory Keepers, the latest trimmer that they did, or scoreboard we had. So white label is basically, it's just the factory that makes it and then they will put your branding on. So I'd rather find a really good factory of someone, you know, it's already done, or get a really good collab with an established brand, you know, like Ohuhu, but have made to surprise, and I've chosen colours and blends. Like, I could see that. And we'll see. The blackberries seem. Oh, I saw loads the other day. You just reminded me, actually. I should have used a clean poo bag. But when me and Monty went on one of our walks, and there was a load, and none of them had been picked. But I was walking to my mum and dad, so I didn't really want to spend too long doing that. I'm just going to do the tops of the stalks. Do that one. A little bit of blending. And then we can cut these out. So that green mix is quite nice still. Maybe I just have to use this a bit more. Yeah, I like crumble as well. Everyone's out doing the gardening. Can you hear these lawnmowers, trimmers? Right, let's cut these out. Oh, yeah, I'll do the highlight after actually. So who's going to do something similar in terms of this card style? Has it given anyone some inspiration to use it this way? This would be an 8x8, Cheryl. But that's only because of the height I've gone with that. If you kept all your sentiment, then it's just a slimline, just a normal, yeah, slimline envelope. Because originally that was the size I was going to do, but then I just had this idea to do like a rainbow arch sentiment. I've even spat out the word in my head. What's that? Month issue. What am I missing? Pink. I don't know. It will, but it won't take me as long because I have done all hard work for me. Oh, right. The hornets are out in force. Oh. I didn't realise that flies like daisies, and I've got 2 lovely daisy flowers just at the top of the step, and I wondered, I walked past the other day and there was tons of flies on it. I was like, oh, is there something in the soil? Has Monty left a poo in there or something? So I googled why there are so many flies on my daisies, and it said they love them, and I was like, oh great. But also I didn't realise that flies are pollinators, so I guess they can stay there. But, you know, you just associate flies with poo and maggots, and then I'm just like, ah. The pretty daisies seem tarnished. Nearly there. Love the colour, yeah, definitely. Gold and oranges just work so nice together. The deep reds and stuff. So I think my gold card will get used up over the coming months now. With autumn, we've only got 1 month of summer left now. We're in August. It was fine once September hits. That's it then. The rest of the year flies. Always has. So enjoy August. If you're a summer lover. I do like autumn. Nectar in one and the eggs out the other. Oh. I think I just might move the daisy next time to more the back of the garden so that I can still enjoy them, but I'm not walking past them, because as you walk past they all fly off, and I was just like, this is not, no, it's not nice. Or maybe just put them somewhere where they're not in my path but I can still look at them. So again, things you learn when you start getting into gardening. I've learned so much, and I know I've got so much more to learn. I'll be out there a lot in the winter though, because I want to prep it all as well, so I can have a really colourful summer. Yeah, it's meant to be nice next week, which I'm glad about. Right, let's just add a little bit of highlight. What time are we on? Oh, we're not too bad actually. I thought it was going to end up being a lot later, but I've not got too much left to do. I don't know why, they're not run out, they're just, the Bulgarian on them doesn't seem to work very well. So, but what you can do now is just go around the edge, if you've gone over the edge, and just tidy it up. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of highlight. I've kind of put them on there as well in black for you, but just want me to come in a bit closer while we do the detail. There you go. Do they, Joe? Are they being naughty, or is it quite cute to see them? Are they up to no good? I love watching people that live in, like, it must be certain parts of America, and they get like bears coming into their garden, and they're like chilling in the pool and stuff. Imagine waking up, or there's like a great big like deer in their kitchen or something. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is mad. I don't think we need any on there. That's probably it. Oh, I might put some, I'll do a little bit of highlight on the wheelbarrow in a minute. Right, so let's do, just want that to dry. We're expecting temperatures of 40 degrees by the 7th. Yeah, it is meant to be, so getting warm. Just don't want to rub, smudge the white. Right. That one is got to go there, and then I think those two, I might just do this one. Just there. We put the trail camera out last week on the other side of the lake and got a fox and a pine marten. How cute! That's so sweet. Put that one just there. It's cold here. Yeah, it's your winter now, isn't it? There was a video of 2 baby bears on someone's trampoline. Oh really? That's sweet. Give that a test. This is so cute. Right, that one's going to have a bit of foam. Oh, actually, I can use this little bit here. Just need a tiny bit. So I'm putting it just to the left of the little section there, so you can still open it, and then I'll put a bit of foam on this one, The cute smile, yeah. In fact, I need to do a little rosy cheek as well because they do look sweet. Where's the pink blend? Just do a tiny little. I'm going to get it on this side. Little rosy cheek. And then let's cut one of these ones out. I think I'm going to stamp the pumpkin patch on the wheelbarrow. Either the wheelbarrow or under the arch. Just suspended on more acetate, but then it's connecting that acetate. It might look a little bit messy. Or I just stamp it where I was originally going to do it. No, we've got Colin, got one there, one there. And then I just like to add a little shape. Oh, what's cat? Oh no. It's on the. Just keep that kind of curved forward. I just realise it's on the bits of grass there. There's that. Just check, you might get the odd bit. Oh, thanks Tez. I'm watching you live, but just got notified that SoundCloud got posted 6 pics. So who is your user? I haven't posted. Just be a delay notification. Probably won't actually catch once it's, yeah, see when it's like that, it's fine. If I take it out of the envelope, it does catch a little bit. I might have to just, oh actually if I stick that down, I might solve it. Oh, there we go. It was just that bit. So yeah, just have a little look. Oh, it looks so cute. So cute. Right, so I think I'm going to snip the top part off, the welcome to, and then the pumpkin patch. I think it does work. Yeah, I think I'm just looking into it too much sometimes. I think we all do that, don't we? Right, need to cut a little arrow as well. Give that a good clean. would say do this way before you get to this stage, by the way. But I think we can get away with it. Yeah, that's all on my Mixed Up Craft channel, Benita. And if this doesn't work, I can put another piece of red over the top. We got away with it. It works. White embossing would have been quite nice, which I could still do. I like it, but I'm wondering whether white embossing might have been better. So I could always cut that red and stick that. You might see that change, but I'll do that after. So I have, whether we have one, how far do you see there? One that could appear there. So he's kind of hidden. Should we just hide him there? How hidden does he? Should we do that? Or should we have the smaller one behind there and he can be maybe, well, someone said about on there, didn't they? Yeah, but he can't because of that. And it would get caught there, so you can't do that, but maybe him be on the wheel. I think it just needs to pop D. So I think the white against the red will just really pop. You need to really see that sentiment. Kind of like him hidden, yeah. That's how he appears. That little Colin. Nice. I'm seeing the same card, but purple and black for Halloween. Nice. Yeah, you could have a witch or anything. Because these can obviously go this way. I've done the Dracula and stuff in the past. I've got quite a few tutorials using this set. There we go. So he appears. Oh, I absolutely love this card. You know when it's one of those ones, it's like, oh, I don't know if I'll give this one. I might keep this one. Maybe little bits there. But yeah, I think I might do the white, but again, I'm gonna wrap this up now, and so I've got other bits I've got to get done before I finish, and Fridays we finish early anyway, so I need to get my work done. But yeah, add a little arrow, and I'll probably add some glaze as well onto bits and bobs. And that goes a little bit. I am very pleased with that. I won't bring it up too close, I'm already zoomed in, but yeah, you can see. Fun, what a fun card. A couple of little extras to just finish, but simple little movement. Yes, needs to be part of your autumnal display. Yeah, it's too cute. Welcome to the pumpkin patch. What's the oh no, that's Wizard of Oz. The Munchkin Land. That's what I was thinking of then. Different movie. Right, thank you everybody. I have really enjoyed putting this all together, and thank you for joining me this Friday morning. That is me now for a week. I'm taking a week off, so I will put a post up on Facebook. I've got videos that I'm filming today, and you'll have those. So I've got some new YouTube videos, and I will have a couple of lives, old lives scheduled, so you can watch those. yeah, and then when I'm back, it's launch week. Oh, let's do one sneak peek. So what have we done? Okay, so we've done that. Let's do. Let's do this one, I think. I remember I'm zoomed in as well. I'm going to come down this corner here. Okay. There you go. And because you won't get one next week, I'll do one more so you can have yeah, I think we'll do this. Some of you might clock then what this is all about. Let's see how far down I'm coming. All right. That's some of the mechanism. But there are two mechanisms, so I'll share another one when I'm back. But I'm really looking forward to this one. It's, I think, going to be quite a special one. I think it's going to be like the 3D display kind of in terms of like, yeah. Thanks for a lovely live. Oh, thank you, Rita. Have a lovely weekend. Oh dear, the real teaser. Can't smell. I know what you mean. Cheese board, chopping board. Who knows, eh? We have to wait and see. Right, have a lovely weekend, everybody. Have a nice week, and yeah, we'll catch up when I'm back. I'll be back on the Wednesday for the live, and then we'll be launching on the Friday. So this time, 2 weeks, basically. 2 weeks today, and that will be launching. All right, take care, everybody. Thanks again. Bye.